MUSEVENI has gone ahead to appoint one of the most expensive and extravagant cabinet slots. Uganda is now going to have 82 ministers, and I may not be surprised if more are added in. In the previous administration, MUSEVENI came out to appoint 32 ministers. He asked the parliament for the permission to appoint more, because under our constitution, the constitutional limits our ministers at 32. And normally MUSEVENI first appoints those, then he goes ahead to appoint more. One of the extravagant cabinet is this one. For example, the office of the Prime Minister has 16 ministers. What are they for? The office of the Prime Minister needs to have 3 ministers. The main minister, the deputy, and maybe the state minister. But they have 16 ministers, and I'm going to read them for you. 1. The minister was retained as Robin Nabanja, the Prime Minister. The first Deputy Prime Minister is Rebecca Alitola Kadaga. The third Deputy Prime Minister is Christopher Kiyonga. The fourth is Lukia Nakadama. The fifth is Hilary Onek in the office of the Prime Minister. Those are 4. Nabanja the first, Kadaga second, Christopher Kiyonga third, Hilary Onek 4th, Lukia Nakadamba 5. Then we go in state ministers. Okay? When you look at the list of state ministers, you even want to cry, because the state ministers in the office of the Prime Minister, we have Lilian Albert, state minister for relief and in the office of the Prime Minister for relief and preparedness. Beatrice Akelo, office of the Prime Minister, Northern Uganda. State Minister for Prime Minister of Karamoja, Anyakun Esther. Minister of State for Prime Minister, Royal Triangle, Alice Kawoyo. Minister of State for Prime Minister, Bunyoro Affairs, Grace Mugasa. Minister of Prime Minister, Teso Region, Ungato Obote. 6 more state ministers. How can you tell me that you have 6 state ministers? That should be a single ministry. So the office of the Prime Minister, how can the office of the Prime Minister have 16 ministers? Secondly, we can go to the office of the President. The office of the President has the President and the Vice President, who is Alupo. But they have more state ministers, like 5 of them. What are their use? Well, okay, that's extravagant. Look at the Ministry of Kampala. Kampala is the one of the extravagant entity when it comes to administration. It has the Lord Mayor, Deputy Lord Mayor, and his executive. It has a minister who is Minsa Kabanda and a state minister. He has the executive directors and directors. What is the use of a minister and a state minister? They should be abolished so that we can retain the executive director and his directors plus elected leaders. That is extravagance. Okay? That's extravagance of the highest order. So having 82 ministers with certain cabinet slots just being given to people because of loyalty, but not to service delivery is bad. Look at the Minister of Labor. The Minister of Labor has almost 8 ministers. There's a main minister and his deputy, and the state ministers, they are like 5. What is the problem? So Uganda is one of the extravagant country, yet it has the poorest administration. With such a population, how can we be having 82 ministers? Even big countries with some of the biggest GDPs don't have such. So for me, I look at this as pertinence, okay, as something that must not be past the standard of parliament, because that is the extravagance of the highest order. Look at the Minister of Agriculture. The Minister of Agriculture is Frank Tumwebaze with his deputy. But they have state ministers. 1, Minister of State of Agriculture for Fisheries and Agriculture, it is Desire Mohoza. Minister of State Agriculture, Animal and Fisheries, Animal and Industries, Brett Ramirama. Minister of State for Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Migade Robert. They replicated them. A state minister will be having 1. Have 2 minutes. Okay, if it is agriculture is our backbone, at least limit them to 3. 1 main ministers, 1 for fisheries, and 1 for animal husbandry. Fisheries and agriculture, 1 for animal husbandry. limit it for 3. But having 5 ministers in the Ministry of Agriculture, what for? And many of these, if you ask them what fundamental change have they ever brought to their ministries, you may find to their respective ministries, you may find none. Some of them are not even known for delivering anything, but they continue drawing money from the exchequer, which is unfortunate. Of course, as my PNM is truly Mr. Makindi Kabir Suleiman Magoli. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.